Hey everyone, my name is Evan. I am a videographer slash DP out here in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're brand new to the channel, which I would imagine you are because the channel is so new and so small, then I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I'm not really used to asking for that, but I figured I may as well. If you like to see more behind the scenes stuff, I don't really do gear reviews. I don't really do, the tips and tricks type videos per se. This is more about behind the scenes, day to day vlogging style. And I've seen other people in this industry do it, and it just seems like such a great value add to the industry. There's a lot of gatekeepers in the industry that say, you have to pay to play, you have to, do this and that. And while I love, different ways of getting income for myself, I really wanted to do this to give back to a community that has helped me a lot. So anyways, right now I am unpacking for an event. You could see the van is on the right and the door of the building is to my left, and I genuinely am just going into that door and putting all my stuff right in the corner. So it was the easiest move in I've ever had. Now, I've done this event before. Basically, this is a bunch of business owners who run, multi-million dollar businesses, stuff that's kind of out of my league, but they run these businesses and then they get together and either learn new skills, discuss new things to do in the marketing world or the financial space or whatever it may be. And I've covered this event before with a couple cameras and lights. This time we had to add something that I really don't ever do, which is a wireless handheld microphone system. I've got 4 microphones that feed into a receiver, and then that receiver goes into a PA system. That's that black box on the bottom of my cart there. And it's simply because even though this is a smaller event in a smaller room, they wanted me to record those handheld microphones during a Q&A session. And then they also wanted everyone to be able to hear any speaker or any person asking a question. One thing that I really do think makes me stand out in the market is being kind of the guy who has everything if you need it. So what you're looking at is my power box. They didn't have a laptop that had like good battery life apparently, so they had to plug in, but we also didn't want to run a power cable across the floor. So out of the van came this big power box that I have. They could plug in their laptop. One other thing I'll throw out there is that the presenters also did not have like a slide clicker to, advance the slides remotely. They would normally have to just go to their laptop, but I overheard them asking if anybody had one, and I said, yep, be right back. Ran out to my van, grabbed my little USB clicker or whatever, brought it in, and then they used that. So they were able to hold the little remote in their hand and advance the slides, and it worked for them. And so I feel like I definitely went above and beyond, and it was much appreciated by the presenters here. This was my setup. I was in that corner. Literally the door that I entered is just to my right here off screen. And so the event is going on right now. And the camera angle I ended up going with is this. I have a wide angle on the centermost camera. That's the 6K Pro. And then the camera just off to the right here is rocking a 24-70, I believe. I don't think I did the 7200. Anyways, that one is just following whomever is speaking. And on top of it all, they sent me their PowerPoint so that when we put the final video together, I can also have their slides crystal clear on the screen for anyone who missed the event and wants to watch it back. And so I have a question for the community. How often are you guys kind of solo and doing all of this? So, this is definitely something where I would love to have a sound person or have an assistant able to kind of help, set things up, break things down. But I've just had terrible luck when it comes to hiring help. I've got people who are great camera operators in the Arizona area. So if I need a second or third camera operator, I've got a short list of people. Sometimes they're not always available, and so it would be nice to expand that. So if you're in Arizona and you're a camera operator, videographer, what have you, definitely reach out to me. I'd love to add your name to the list and give you a shot on one of these gigs that I have. But the other positions are a lot more difficult for me to track down somebody who's capable and reliable and professional, right? You got to kind of have all three. So, people like gaffers who just really, really know lighting, audio techs. I don't know, a different term for it, but an audio tech who, knows how to handle audio and make sure we're getting the best reception if we're using wireless, or who knows how to adjust audio levels and monitor and just make sure things are going right the whole entire time. I'm decent at most categories. I think my strongest talents or skill sets are in the camera department and in composing, things like that, and then also conducting interviews is just something I've kind of built that skill over the years. I am decent when it comes to audio. I know what I'm looking for. I am decent when it comes to lighting. I study it. I watch other channels. I really soak in all of these little tips and techniques that people share. And so I feel like I'm really decent at a lot of categories, which makes me a great hire for, people putting events on like this. However, it would be great to allow me to focus on what I do best and then bring in extra help, extra talent for lighting or for audio or just kind of a variety of things. And I just haven't found the right people locally. I've definitely met or spoken with people who are outside of Arizona, but that doesn't help me much when the budget doesn't really include travel. And that's pretty much it for this event. So as you can see, I'm just taking everything off of the Gator Frameworks cart that I built up, and everything kind of goes back to its home. Super quick and easy. The cart becomes very lightweight. Load that into the van, strap it down, and I'm off. But let me know what you guys think. What other types of content or topics would you like me to cover? And then also, if you are in the Arizona area and you would like to meet up, I would also like that. So we'll see you guys on the next one.